right then and there that I must have passed on this curse. How could it be that you see what I've seen when I say it's a dream? I don't mean to intervene, but I know about the shadows that move in between. To the daughter who escaped my blood, but never my heart, sweetie, welcome to the dark. What you love, but exists in the dark corners of our minds. Maybe it's all just in my imagination. Maybe that's the way that it makes its way into our consciousness. Maybe there's a piece of us that cannot consciously face it. Maybe there's a connection, but we just can't place it. My mama told me to pray to Jesus. That was her advice for when she sees it, and I pass that along to you, and I hope that you use it. If God forbid you should ever happen to need it, I hope you believe it. Something has made its way through. Come to think of it, actually it stopped communicating with me around the time it started with you. We hold the hand of another world. Dear daughter, you should know. We hold the hand of another world. Dear daughter, you should know. Yo, I was bred a sinner, born into the land of confusion. The Genesis, final chapter, Lord of illusions. The illustrators, the poison facilitators, the faculty that in all actuality actually be. Society can only whisper freedom quietly, while they pioneer a new herd to infiltrate silently. There are no free men in the broken system. Took lies and pawned them off as wisdom. Prescribed pills for a concocted condition, and convinced us that we're sick and suffer from an affliction. The weak-minded have hearts that match, and need of a leader to keep the facade intact. Under the veil of truth, they will calm the pack, and even quicker than Twitter, they don't follow back. There are no more kings and we're all free. At least that's what the television told me. Alive in the age of chaos, the misinformed swarm and supply the seance. Yeah, there's a legend round here. When the truth doesn't add up, it's the sum of all fears. Alive in the age of chaos, the misinformed swarm and supply the seance. Yeah, there's a legend round here. When the truth doesn't add up, it's the sum of all fears.
Born in the land of a pyramid matrix, city of gods, garments wrapped in laces. Everything circle and square, basics. Mommy said, baby, life is what you make it. Diamond fed cornbread in a slave ship. Kundalini, my genie's my own spirit. Angels and demons whisper light in the mirror. I astral travel with more lyrics, with more lyrics. Riding in the sunset, coupe low. Ride you with the dino. I draw forms like oh no. Big gun, big clip, extendo. Strong minds are preparing the weak. Ain't focused, you'll be there in the week. You'll be there in the week. That's word to my revolver. Black shadow altar. Money on the line, being broke is gonna cost you. Niggas doing time, 25's the first offer. Don't scream free, Diddy, help pay the lawyers. Shit ain't right for a nigga. This is life for a nigga. Doing life and never took life from a nigga. I'm never gonna die, I enlighten my son ways. Jewels of atonement, never seen the grave. I'm never gonna die, I enlighten my son ways. Jewels of atonement, never seen the grave.
Alive in the age of chaos, the misinformed swarm and supply the seance. Yeah, there's a legend round here. When the truth doesn't add up, it's the sum of all fears. Alive in the age of chaos, the misinformed swarm and supply the seance. Yeah, there's a legend round here. When the truth doesn't add up, it's the sum of all fears. I have a healthy mistrust of authority. Don't order me, I'm a fucking dog when you corner me. I never quite learned how to act accordingly. Morally corrupted like a bad torrent be. Ordinarily, I'm ordinary as long as my dose is adjusted and my cocktail of meds is ingested orally. Vaccinate your bloodstream, delivered forcefully. Make us all predictable, integral to the sorcery. Cauterize your cornea, the system reads danger. You fucking pinheads, I'm the real hellraiser. I don't need a gateway to feel hell's wrath. The devil nests in the hearts of all man. Alive in the age of chaos, the misinformed swarm and supply the seance. Yeah, there's a legend round here. When the truth doesn't add up, it's the sum of all fears. Alive in the age of chaos, the misinformed swarm and supply the seance. Yeah, there's a legend round here. When the truth doesn't add up, it's the sum of all fears. When the truth doesn't add up, it's the sum of all fears. And when the truth doesn't add up, it's the sum of all fears. Man, I just wanna die clean. You know, I don't wanna die ugly. You hear all these horrible stories, like take Jennifer, the light of her mom's life, snapping pictures in front of the banister for prom night. Her man Robert held a flask in his palm tight, but tucked into the pocket of his coat to keep it out of sight. The limo driver Kareem was an ex-marine who had a problem with the bottle that couldn't stop drinking. He said, listen kids, is that flask all you got? If you want, I could detour to the liquor spot. And Robert said cheers to that. It made Jennifer uncomfortable, but still she just smiled and laughed. Yeah, they were knocking the few back, they were having a good time. Nobody seemed to notice when the driver breached the double line and swerved into oncoming traffic. The car rolled and caught fire, the damage was massive. The last thing that Jennifer would ever hear was the agonizing screams of her friends. The smell of burnt hair, it had spread through the back, skin bubbling from the flames. They tried to kick the windows out, but they tried in vain. Even if the ambulance came, there's no way to be saved. They were burnt beyond all recognition. Can you imagine the pain? When I die, I hope I don't die ugly. Allow me to go peacefully into the unknown, with my family who have passed lovingly floating above me. But I bet there's nothing but blackness where I go. When I die, I hope I don't die ugly. Allow me to go peacefully wife who knew perfectly had to push his buttons. He finally reached this breaking point late one night, cause if you keep poking the bear, eventually it will bite. She'd always put him down and mock his physical appearance. On this weekend with the kids, she'd always run some interference. So one day it dawned on him that life's not worth living, and if he's gonna go, he's gonna take that fucking bitch with him. Sydney had it all planned out. He was gonna use the knives they got for Christmas at the in-laws' house. For all the pain that she caused, she was finally gonna pay. The kids would be better off with the grandparents anyway. His ex walked in, Sydney hit the light switch, hands in the throat, weight on the chest, knees on the wrist. She couldn't move a muscle, though she struggled, I bet. He choked her unconscious cause he didn't want to kill her yet. Dragged her body to the basement, tied her up with the sheets, cut every inch of her skin from her head to her feet. Stuck the knife in, to wiggle in, to play with the meat. And after 12 hours of torture, finally put her to sleep. At night, when I die, I hope I don't die ugly. Allow me to go peacefully into the unknown, with my family who have passed lovingly floating above me. But I bet there's nothing but blackness where I go. When I die, I hope I don't die ugly. Allow me to go peacefully into the unknown. Please lead me into a heaven that's oh so lovely. But these poor bastards were not so lucky. Take Manuel Lopez, as a kid he would throw fists. Quickly graduated to Heat and kept it tucked by his hip. He had a little spot behind the neighborhood Sunoco, with a hood to go to cop gold, pop pills and score blow. He had a good thing going, not too big for his britches, big enough to live well and avoid stitches. But snitches weren't the problem. This cop Tony Navolum had him on his radar, he was gonna roll him. You know, Tony was never gonna book him at the station. He's gonna bust in his crib, take his stash and then waste him. But Manuel was going with this girl Victoria, a lesbian who only recently went back to men again. And yes, he was convinced that Tori was his only, but of course she was scheming behind his back with Tony. She clued Manuela to the plan, so when Tony busted into the crib, he was ready with heat in hand. And 2 shots rang out, pop, pop, that's all. One from each heater, but 2 men before bleeding out on the floor. They looked into each other's eyes while Tori grabbed a stash and blew them both a kiss goodbye. And when I die, I hope I don't die ugly. Allow me to go peacefully into the unknown, with my family who have passed lovingly floating above me. But I bet there's nothing but blackness where I go. When I die, I hope I don't die ugly. Allow me to go peacefully into the unknown. Please lead me into a heaven that's oh so lovely. But these poor bastards were not so lucky. That you have a heart that sits in your chest, it's as big as the world. I know that you've seen the dark and all of the hurt that you've had to endure. I can't imagine going through what you went through and it's still making it work. So I show you respect, cause deep in my heart I know that it's what you deserve. Does it kill you when you see his face inside of his face, and hope for all that is good in the world, that he doesn't grow up to make the same exact mistakes? The pain, it makes you stronger, at least that's what they say. But after a few years the hurt gives way, the anger and loneliness that awaits. You may never get over the magnitude, but you managed to put a smile on it. If a God is above us, how could he not see all the things that he gets piled on? I wonder to myself when I'm alone with my thoughts, if we could've worked. Kinda think that we would've tried not to get caught up in the could'ves. Kept your feet on the ground when everything else in your life got all shook up. So hats off to the girl who got knocked down by the world but then stood up.
In the city of bastards, yeah, we're all bad men.
deserve better, I really think you deserve the best. Years ago, you gave me your time, I gave you much less. There's something out there that is better, maybe somebody puts a smile on your face. And I'm not suggesting the father of your son could be replaced. You won't need a shovel to rummage through the rubble to unearth any good. Underneath all of our hearts is a little piece of us that's misunderstood. If you dig for perfection, I think you're misdirected. I think your body's tired from all the holes that your heart's been left in. Don't waste your life with placeholders who hold their place till the place is over. You tried to get me to look at my life and face it sober. The one good thing in all those years of dark, not that you're perfect, but I know that you're perfectly pure of heart. And behind that smile, I can still see that you hurt inside. There must be constant reminders around you, keeping that pain alive. I don't mean to preach, Lord knows that I've made mistakes, but I wanna see you be brave one more time, let it pave the way.
Your mother, you tried to hold our hands, navigate through all the things we do. Do you understand? In the city of bastards, yeah, we're all bad men. But you keep digging for the good, trying to find me alive and then put your shovel down here. Put it down here. Put your shovel down here. Anything, put it down here. Or anything for me, or him, 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 or anything
My whole worldview is jaded and skewed, most likely the byproduct from the drugs I abused. I used to make myself believe that I was meant for something greater, but then the weight of the world weighted me down, baited my anger and invaded any peace that I ever had. Made me a stranger
stranger to my mom and dad. Man created the creator and told me that he's my savior. Wouldn't you look to the heavens and pray to him that he saves you? What a wonderful thought, so I did just that. God could reach into your heart and push the bad back, and all you had to do was believe and accept that. I couldn't stand in this light, I got that bad back. I got my bad back, man, I'm on that fast track. Train of thought, Amtrak, train your thoughts, fingers crossed, stand pat. I'm just the vessel that the darkness appoints. After I die, show up in hell like I own the fucking joint. And these are the holes that I dig and call home. I don't know about your demons, I'm at ease with my own. In the land of the light, I'm the shadow in the crowd. What lines will you leave behind when the world finally crosses you out? Crosses you out.
I'll never win awards unless it's for the wards. I lived on if you cut my hair off, you might see my horns. Chose fate to be in control of my destiny over an entity always dooming and never blessing me. I know exactly why I was put here. Eat shit and drink beer, take your drugs and disappear. I anticipate what it would take to make the great escape. Get so high that on the way out you wear a cape, but you can stay here and deal with it. Hate so much you gotta love it. Your environment sucks, so do you if you're a product of it. Feels like there's nothing left to do here but change the colors of the same old shit for the new year. What it is really isn't, don't you know it? Look ahead and not behind us, above so below it. What I win, everything you lose is mine to be found, including the hole in the sky you find in the ground. And
these are the holes that I dig and call home. I don't know about your demons, I'm at ease with my own. In the land of the light, I'm the shadow in the crowd. What lines will you leave behind when the world finally crosses you out? Crosses you out. These are the holes that I dig and call home. I don't know about your demons, I'm at ease with my own. In the land of the light, I'm the shadow in the crowd. What lines will you leave behind when the world finally crosses you out? Crosses you out.
Bury yourself in the earth.
I'm no longer that same braggadocious kid that I brag about every MC he ate when he spit and aggravate everybody I came in contact with. Dare I say that I win and I grew up a little bit? Fuck that, still got that chip on my shoulder, but as I grew older, I swear I got the soul of the soldier. I'm still the venomous anarchist whose venom they couldn't handle with protective suits and follow procedure for etiquette. Etiquette yourself a surrogate, cause sure that you're sure to get body back like the motherfucking beat when I murder it. Every turn I get turned and I turn it into a tourniquet and cut off your circulation. See you pussies deserve it, cause you're the first to get the worst of it. Bury you up in the earth and then push you up into the furnace. I'm burning up all your earnings. My wording should be concerning these cunning verses I'm turning in. Got myself a little job, call it MC. Never had a lick of success with this rap shit. Sold less records than mouse rap did, but I'm out for blood and I want every ounce of it. Yeah, we're coming for you motherfuckers, count on it. Never had a lick of success with this rap shit. Sold less records than mouse rap did, but I'm out for blood and I want every ounce of it. Yeah, we're coming for you motherfuckers, count on it. I'm rather fortunate I was able to facilitate what little bit I have with no awards or accolades, but I don't need an industry that will belittle me literally and figuratively. Tell me that they into me, don't come within an inch of me, itching to end your identity. An enemy with plenty of pent up energy is ready to enter your vicinity and you sentence me. I'm all set to remove them from the fucking misery. Sincerely yours, it's weird science, so lock up all your doors, board up your Microsoft Windows, put your Macs on the floor, or hide them in the drawer. We're coming at you with all out war, and if you ain't gonna do it hard, what the fuck you do it for? This is hip hop music, man, that's what the fuck it is. Use a made up thing, you not real, snuffle up against. You controlled by another person like a puppet is. Look at this, all these industry bitches all sucking dick. Never had a lick of success with this rap shit. Sold less records than mouse
get it if they want, but I promise you this, if you come and get it, I will rip your whole spot. R.I.P. to your block, I brought everything I got. Bet your label drops you after your first record flops. I spit incredible, but you're quite average. You all about that money, Deion Sanders. A helpless little kid, just a baby in Pampers. I damage all your cells like my sister's cancer. And you can have all the money and fame you're after, but I brought a whole arsenal of words to blast you. Man, you think I'm playing, but you take a step back. You see us coming, motherfuckers better duck. Aflac never had a lick of success with this rap shit. Sold less records than Mouse Rat did, but I'm out for blood and I want every ounce of it. Yeah, we're coming for you motherfuckers, count on it. Never had a lick of success with this rap shit. Sold less records than Mouse Rat did, but I'm out for blood and I want every ounce of it. Yeah, we're coming for you motherfuckers, count on it.
So you wanna be a rapper, huh? I don't think you understand what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, okay, this industry's a dog fight. Holler from a pit bull. Watch them as they rip through bone, your muscle tissue. But you just wanna rhyme, you thinking what's the issue? Cause now you feel helpless like damn, what I get into? So welcome to the onslaught. First you feel like on top. Rappers tend to change when chains found in the pawn shop. What you expect when your cool's repossessed? Cause you failed to recoup all that money labels lent. But you learn from your mistakes, man, that happens to the best of us. I had to sign 2 bad deals before I stepped it up, man. I was 21, thinking I would outlast every other MC because I signed an Outcast. Shit, ain't happen how I planned it when my band disbanded. I felt stranded like they left me in the outback. Toured this whole country for years, pounded the pavement. Game fans paid dues, still I couldn't pay rent. Feeling depressed as I analyze the evidence. Working 2 jobs, yeah, before I play let 'em in. Damn, reality hurts, but that's what happens when you rapping and you start to put that salary first. Okay, it's time to regroup, reevaluate, debate, and wait, man, it's time to reboot. And now I'm blessed to even get a second chance. Truthfully, that's only due to the strength from my fans.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome to the dogfight, where best friends and enemies are all alike. For every single fan that you have, you give them your whole life. Pour your heart under the page and spit it into a mic. Welcome to the dogfight, where best friends and enemies are all alike. And for every single fan that you have, you give them your whole life. Pour your heart under the page and spit it into a mic. When I was 13, it was hip-hop first thing. Wanted my own team, wanted to be picked first string. Studying my words, I was cultivating my craft. Trying to harness the energy I thought other MCs lacked. Recorded a bunch of demos, thought my shit was heat. Was addicted to Rakim and Young MC. My technique became refined, I kept plugging away. Wasn't concerned with my image, was worried about wordplay. What the words say, I'm screaming fuck every record label. But you know I really wanted success in the worst way. Finally got my first chance in 99. I'm a local label man, I was bragging that I was signed. I was reading all the books about the business I could find. Trying to educate myself for when I got my chance to shine. Well, that was naive of me, cause when it failed it lent validity to all the people who didn't believe in me. Fast forward to 05, dropped my first national release. Damn, critics hate me alive. I never did this for acceptance or expected to thrive. But nowadays my definition of success is to survive. You think I'm tired after nearly 20 years in the grind, but I remember trading hard labor for studio time. I remember figuring it all started, innocent enough. Just a couple kids trying to live it up. Was it talent or just dumb luck? I never dig out of a couple holes that I dug. There's no solace, the folly of love. Pretend that it didn't hurt, but it really does. We were young once, young enough to not see what the world does. Young enough to think that we'd never be washed up. When instead then shit hit the potluck, man. The funny thing about success is, even your own blood like it come to resent it. And all I ever did was wanna make you proud. Busted my ass just to put these records out. And even your tears couldn't make me change. Never get back the years that I gave away.
Well, it's not my fault that